Hey everyone, it's Rebellion here with a new upload for you guys. Real quick, before I begin, I just want to say thank you to everyone for your well wishes and kind messages toward myself and my family. It's been a rough couple of days here, but I think things are slowly starting to get better, and my head is definitely in a much better position to the point where I can confidently make videos again and get back on track with my uploading. Starting with this video, which I know a few of you have been patiently waiting for, so hopefully this makes up for the amount of time that I've been away. And with that being said, again, thank you to everyone for continuing to support me and the channel. It really does mean a lot. Enjoy the video. Thank you. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys this brand new secret spawn tube spot that I've been using for hardcore search on the map Crash. Now, if you've spawn tubed in any of the older CODs like COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, or even Modern Warfare Remastered, then you would know that the only real viable way to tube was down the alleyway right here, whether if you were attacking or defending. It was pretty decent, you can get a few kills with it. But in this game, it's just not as effective because the tubes are just drastically different, as well as the addition of EOD. It just makes it not even worth trying for, really. So the spot that I'm going to be showing you, I think, is much more effective than the alleyway strat. It's also just really cool, and it's just one of the most unexpected tubes that you can pull off. And you can even manage to get a few reactions out of the enemy team if you actually manage to get a few kills with it. So let me show you what the path of this tube is going to look like. So it's going to leave your spawn initially right here. It's going to fly over this building, past the satellite right there to my right, over the middle of the map, just over this water jug right here, and it's going to land generally in this area right here, close enough to the car, which will act as a car bomb, giving you extra damage from your tube. So hopefully you can get a few kills with it. And if you can see right here, looking at it from this angle, the enemy is, like I said, will not expect a tube to land here because it just looks pretty much impossible, but that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do right now, how to properly aim it so that you can actually get it to land right here, maybe get a few kills with it. So if you are spawned right where I'm standing right now before the round starts, then you are in what I call the sweet spot, meaning that you have the best lineup for the tube to land over there by that car. So yeah, if you are spawned right here, where I am right now, you're going to look up at this antenna right here, as well as the one that's behind over here that crosses the middle of it. So you're going to aim about halfway between this black spot on the antenna and where the two cables meet right there. So that's the height, and the direction is going to be below the double lines of the antenna. So you notice that there's all these single lines at the top, and then there's this one that has two lines. So that is the direction just underneath that. And again, the height is in between this black spot and where the two lines cross. So right there, that is the end result of where you should be aiming. I'll put a line so you can actually see it in a better perspective. So right there. Okay, so before the round starts, you're going to have your tube ready, and when the timer hits 0, you're going to back up for about half a second, you're going to jump, and then shoot. So that's the sequence that you're going to do if you want this tube to fly over the building in front of you and land at the car. So this is what it's going to look like. So it follows the path that I showed you just a minute ago, and if done correctly, the tube will land right on the street close enough to the car. So if the enemies are running toward this way right here, not only will you get some initial tube damage, also blows up the car. So again, doubling your chances of getting a kill EOD, can't guarantee that you'll get a kill because that, you know, is the hit or miss factor of these spots. But yeah, that's where it lands, and hopefully you can get a kill with it. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, you know, if you can pull the spot off if you're spawned more toward the left of the team, closer to the bomb, right about here. And the answer is yes. It's still very much doable. If you've seen my last video, then you'll know that you can kind of run toward the spot, the general area of where you would shoot it from, and still get the tube to land next to the car. So that's what I'm going to be showing you right now. So yeah, if you're spawned right about here, what you can do is you can run up to the door, not too close to it, of course, because you want to be able to shoot the tube. Otherwise, you know, this gets in the way. So right about here, I'm going to look up right at the top of this antenna, and you also want to line it up with the middle of the window. So right here, height should be the antenna. So right about there. Okay, and just like the first spot, you're going to back up, jump, and shoot so that the tube can fly over the building and take the same or a similar path as the first spot. So one more time, spawn right here, run up toward the door, look up, top of the antenna right here in the middle of it, back up, jump, and shoot. So as you can see, very similar path. Still lands right in the street too, if you can pull it off properly, next to the car. So again, initial tube damage plus the car bomb, double your chances of getting a kill or two. So yep, still very much doable if you're not in the sweet spot. So yeah, try it out, let me know how it works out, and enjoy this little compilation of me using this spot in online games, so you can see what it looks like from my perspective.
Target HC, get to the bomb and move in. We have the bomb, move. Retrieve the bomb and hit those targets. Retrieve the bomb and hit those targets. Bomb is in play. Protect the carrier. Enemy asset. This needs the bomb. We have the bomb. Target's ID. Get to the bomb and move in.
Dude, for real?
Oh,
dude. So disgusting.
And the other spot that I wanted to show you guys today is this one that I've been using on the map Gunrunner. Now, I usually skip this map when it comes up in the queue for hardcore search for obvious reasons. So I decided to go into a private match just to see if there was any actual tube spots that would be viable to use on either side. And believe it or not, I actually did end up finding one on the defensive side, which I'll admit is not as effective as the one that I just showed you on Crash, but it's still very much doable if done correctly, and you could probably get at least one kill if they're not running EOD, which is always the big hit or miss with these spots. So let me go ahead and show you what the actual path of the tube is supposed to look like. So as you know, on defense, you spawn to the left of this train car right here. So when you shoot your tube, it's going to leave your spawn, fly over this building in front of you, over the metal cylinders right there below me, to the left of this red tower on the right of me, and it's going to land on the lower part of this wall right here. At least it should, if it's aimed properly, which I will go ahead and show you how to do now. Okay, so before the round starts, you're going to look up at this building and this tower. These are the two details that we're going to be using to determine the height and the direction. So if you're spawned, or I'm currently standing right now, then you're going to look in the middle of this roof. So if you can see this hill in the background, where the point meets of where it touches the roof, so right there, pretty much the middle of this roof. Then you're going to aim all the way up until it is halfway between where the white part of the tower ends and the top of the tower, so right in the middle. So again, middle of the right side of the roof, and in between the top of the tower and the top part of the white area in the tower, so right there. Okay, so in the round, or before the round starts, you're going to have it aimed up here, and when it hits 0, you're going to back up, but back up toward the right, and you're going to back up for 1 whole second, and I like to count from 1 to 2, and then you're going to jump and shoot. So let me go ahead and show you what this actually looks like. You get a better idea. So when you have this aimed up properly, this is what it's going to look like. 1, 2. Okay, so as you can see, by doing that, it lands on the lower part of the wall, which increases your chances of actually getting a kill again on anyone that's not running EOD. As you know, the enemies on this side spawn right here, so if they're running down this side, which a lot of people like to do, then it should pretty much kill anyone that is within this area. Hopefully, if they're not running EOD again. I always have to emphasize that because that is the only reason this spot would work if they're not using it. So, yeah, make one more small note. So if you're spawned more on this side of the team, you actually have a better chance of killing someone because the roof is pretty much at the lowest point, so you just have to shoot it in between this little white pipe and the edge of the roof. So what I do is aim at the handle of this window door right here, so right about there. And then again, when the round starts, this one you can just back up straight instead of backing up to the right because you're already at the rightest part of the team. So right about here, round starts. 1, 2. As you can see, pretty much in the exact same spot, lowest part of the wall, still getting a good chance of getting a kill. So yeah, that's basically what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and show you just a few clips of me using the spot so you can see how it looks in an actual game.
Asset locations confirmed. Defending them is critical. Asset locations confirmed. Defending them is critical.
Asset location confirmed. Defending them is critical.
Dude, how nice, what the fuck?
Thank you guys for watching. If you found this little tutorial helpful in any way, please feel free to like the video. And if you're a new viewer and want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing as well. I already have a few more videos planned out, and I wouldn't want you guys to miss any of it. And I just want to say, again, thank you to everyone's continued support. It really does mean a lot to me, and I appreciate it a ton. And despite some of the downs that have occurred this year already, I really do think that there's going to be big things for this channel, and I'm really looking forward to it, see what's to come. On that note, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you next time. Peace.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated, let's stop this conversation.